Need to get a yellowfin tuna, that's for sure. Um, what else is there? There's a there's one I was just thinking about it the other day. What was it? Oh yeah, swordfish. I need to cross off a swordfish as well. I'm not a huge fan of swordfish, like the fishing wise. It seems kind of boring, but I like to
Yeah.
cross that off as well. I mean, deeper water groupers, snappers, stuff like that, queen snap. That's obviously like that's the ultimate goal. But for like reasonable standards, yellowfin tuna and like a swordfish, something like that. Those are the last two I kind of need that would kind of cross off, kind of like the baseline of stuff.
Yeah, well, let's go. My brother, he just got a new boat. He got a Jupiter, and then he's
Yeah.
figuring them out. I told him, you figure it out first, because I'm not gonna pay like a bunch of money in gas just to like go out there and like a snipe hunt. Like once you find them, then I'll pay. But like for right now, it's funny because I got a cousin who's he's an engineer, and like he is like the stereotypical engineer. He's got all of the every single uh, type of like spot marked. And then he's like built like this whole map. He says everyone else has got it wrong. He's got it figured out, and like, dude, we will sell this. And he's like, well, I gotta validate it first, make sure, very much the engineer, like I need to get everything perfect. And then,
Right.
and I'm not gonna tell anyone. I'm like, well,
Right. Yeah.
but yeah, we can do a trip out of Alabama if you want to go roll out there, and then definitely we'll because he's always looking for people to go. But it's a whole day. You got to really want to do it. You got to be okay with like using those reels, like the electric reels and stuff like that. There's some people they're like, this isn't fishing, but also I'm not dragging a couple hundred pounds off the bottom.
1,000 feet of water. I'm not doing that.
No, no. So yeah, swordfish, yellowfin. Anything else? You got a tarpon yet?
I guess yeah. That's what I was. That's what I couldn't think of. That's what it was. A tarpon. I need to cross
My
off
feelings.
tarpon.
If you didn't say tarpon, you were gonna hurt my feelings big time. Yeah. So anything like any kind of destination trips that you're looking to do in the future?
Honestly, like not really. Like all my buddies, they talk about like Florida fishing, all over the place. And for me, there's something about Louisiana. I haven't caught everything, and I'm still new to it. So
Yeah.
I just want to figure it out down here. That's all I'm focused on, just figuring out the fishery down here.
Yeah, I know people get hung up on like the GTs. You ever seen
Yeah,
that?
those are pretty cool.
It's like a Jack Crevalle. I mean, every time somebody's like holding them up, I'm like, oh, like I don't think people want to know what happens to jacks in Louisiana. Like somebody catches a jack, oh God, I guess 30 minutes.
Exactly. Messes up the trout light if you're on trout. Like it's
Yeah,
a nuisance. It's irritating.
it's the same thing with dolphins. You take people out fishing, and then you see a bunch of dolphins, and it's like, it's funny when you take someone out that like doesn't really fish. Like, oh my God, it's dolphins! And then the reaction from anglers like, "Everyone pull up your lines, gotta go." Just the fishing people versus non-fishing people. Yeah. So talk to us about guiding and eventually like your roadmap. How do you see that? What's your ultimate goal?
So, ultimate goal is obviously, be a charter captain. That's why I like Danny so much because Danny's successful at it and he hasn't been doing it, as long as some of these other guys, which I respect all the other guys. They're doing their thing and they're putting the work in and they're all very good fishermen. But one thing I respect about Danny is just he got it quick and, he's just a great guy. That's kind of who I look up to a little bit. I mean, it's just that's the ultimate goal. Be a successful charter captain who's always booked and people leaving good reviews that just happy to have a good time. And that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah. You think that's a lifer thing? You're gonna do that for life?
Who knows? I mean, I mean, shoot. I mean, right now, I can see myself doing that the rest of my life. But who knows? 10 years from now, things may change a little bit. We'll see.
Yeah. You're moving at a good pace, and like I wonder, if like once you got the Pontchartrain Basin figured out, and you put people on them, and then it's like, do you eventually like go to Venice and then like set up shop down there, and then from Venice, that's like a stepping stone to get over to Isle Morada. And then if you want to get into swordfish and all that, like that's kind of the capital down there. I don't know, something to think about.
100%.